Hey, what's going on to all of my Capricorns? So let's get into it. You have the Strength, the Five of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups. You have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Lovers. You have the King of Wands, and last but not least, you have the Hierophant. So what I'm saying here for a lot of you Capricorns is no major arcana that represents Capricorn. But what I am seeing so far is, okay, so you have the Strength, the Five of Wands. So if you Capricorns was in a situation with somebody where they were trying to use your own strength against you, you obviously passed that test, right? Maybe they were trying to discriminate against you for some of your earlier choices that you've made in life. And they were trying to shame you for that, right? Trying to get you to feel bad. The Queen of Wands represents you don't care. You don't care whatsoever, because a lot of you Capricorns understand that this was a place in your life where, for you, a place in your life, you needed to actually do that type of stuff, because that's the place that you were at in your life before. Obviously, a lot of you Capricorns are not necessarily there in that same place. You're better off. But this person is using that and dangling that over your head. Yeah, that's lame. You know what I mean? Because I got a tattoo here, right? Of where I'm from, without giving out too much, I guess. But that was from an angry time in my life where the Libra that I was telling you about, that I was engaged to, was playing games, and I was so upset, right, that I had to go out and get the tattoo. So what am I saying? So what I'm saying is, I understand, right? Like how you Capricorns will make certain decisions in pain, and not just Capricorns, but anybody, right? Where you needed to do that because it's what kept you sane, right? It's what kept you mentally focused. And a lot of them decided to play games with you, right? Your past loved ones decided to play games with you, and you Capricorns are like, it is what it is, right? You did what it is that you needed to do, and you evolved past it. But the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups is, right, and you have the Queen of Wands, is you telling them that if they don't like it, if they don't like the way that you are, then they are always welcome to leave, right? This is you standing your ground. This is you being like, yeah, I'm unapologetic for the stuff that I did in the past, because it's a lot of you Capricorns, it's not to say that a lot of you Capricorns put yourself in compromising positions, you know so as a result, the Two of Cups is, the Nine of Cups is them trying to act like they're so sedity and acting like they're so much better than you or whatever, when in actuality that's not even really the case. It's just that they're utilizing the shaming tactic, or what they think is a tactic, to get you to manipulate you to be in a position that they want you to be in, right? The Two of Cups also is about, like I said, Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, right? This is you also standing, like I said, Queen of Wands. This is you standing your ground. Like, look, if you don't like it, it is what it is. You and I don't have to hang out. It's okay. And you actually took the decision out of their hands. And a lot of you Capricorns decided to walk away. You're like, you know what? I'm taking the decision out of your hands, because if you don't want me to be around, that's all it is that you essentially had to say. I don't know why it is that you out here tripping and doing all of this in the first place. Granted, the Nine of Cups is them trying to act like, they're so, like I said, them trying to act like they're sedity, and that after you tell them that, they don't need you, and they're like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And the Queen of Pentacles is them saying, oh, well, I don't need you. I can always get somebody else or whatever, right? I have someone, the Knight of Swords, I have someone, or whatever the case may be. Now, I have someone else that I could link up with. And the Lovers is them going off and them doing this type of petty stuff by trying to potentially call somebody that they can hook up with right in front of your face on the phone, or you know what I mean, them telling you that they're gonna, lovers, the Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, them telling you that they're gonna replace you, quote unquote, and all this other type of stuff, you know them doing stuff like that. And the thing is that the King of Wands and the Hierophant is about you Capricorns being like, good riddance, because no self-respecting person is going to do that. And you're very much so right. No self-respecting person, no self-respecting person really is going to do some stuff like that, because if you and that person really didn't mix and you were like water and oil, the person didn't have to go that far to try to make it, to try to, you know, be so against what it is that who to be so against you and the decisions that you've made, right? In the past, when the decisions have already been made and you can't necessarily go back and change your decision, right? So the King of Wands and the Hierophant, right? And even the Lovers to a certain extent is, well, yeah, Lovers too, is that they're doing too much. They're doing way too much. They're going too hard. Me think thou art protest too much, meaning that, they're going too hard to prove a point, when in actuality, the truth is that they know that they want you. But the situation is that they gotta act like, they're so much better than you, right? And that's how it is that that the dating market is tainted, because you got a lot of people making dating more about stunting on the same person that they're trying to be with, supposedly, right? Or potentially can be with, more than it's about actually getting with that person. So it's lame because of it. It waters it down, it dilutes it, because it's like, how are y'all gonna lay? How are you going to cohabitate together, so to speak, or be together, to be more accurate? And the same person who you mixing energies with, quite literally, is stunting on you and doing all this other type of stuff. That doesn't even make any sense. If that's the case, if you have people who are supposed to be in a relationship with you who are acting like that, why do you even need enemies? You got an enemy right next to you. You understand? So, and then the Hierophant represents, you're willing to be okay. You're willing to be, some of you Capricorns are willing to take a break from dating. A lot of you are willing to really spend some time by yourselves, if that's what it is that you need to do. A lot of you Capricorns don't necessarily have to be with somebody right now. You want someone that has some sort of decency, right? Let's clarify the Hierophant. All right, so the Death card, the Star, and last but not least, we have the Tower. So um the Death card is about putting, like I said, putting an end to that, right? Putting an end to the the semantics, putting an end to the disrespect, by learning that whenever it is that people do that type of stuff, the best thing for you to do is to maintain your own integrity and your own decency and leave the situation. Exactly. Exactly. You don't have to wild out with them. You don't have to wild out. You don't have to, go after them and do all this other stuff, matching them in the stuff that they do. All it is that you need to do is to leave. Maintain your integrity and leave. And then you have the Star and the Tower. The Star and the Tower represents how a lot of you I mean, this person, that was giving you some issues, they want to be with you, like I said before, but the 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 stuff keeps acting up, you know? They keep acting like they doing all this and doing all that. Like I said before, the star card, the tower. It's a lot of them wanting to be with you, but them not actually being with you. So all of that stuff is theory. And you know what it is that what theory is. What is theory? Theory is BS. That's the definition of what theory is. Theory is BS. It's theoretical stuff. It's stuff where, people are like, oh, well, this is da, 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 da. It's like, but it doesn't hold anything in reality. It's not in reality, right? So because it has nothing to do with reality, um, it ends up getting lost in the sauce. A lot of people ends up, becoming deluded because of that, because of theory, right? So they lost their shot. They lost it. They lost their opportunity to really be with you because they were so busy doing this. They were so busy drawing division and trying to be divisive and doing all this and stunting and going above and beyond, trying to act like, they're Kobe Bryant. That's a, you know, but well, because Kobe Bryant is one of the only basketball stars that I'm really familiar with, because I don't really watch basketball, but there was stunting like LeBron James or something like this, trying to dunk on you and all this other type of stuff. It's like, are we playing a basketball game or are we trying to get to know each other? Which one are we doing? That they really ended up squandering things between you Capricorns and them because of the stuff that they playing, because they don't really know how to control themselves. Let's clarify the lovers. Did things even turn out right? Um, So the cards that I got are the Knight of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Cups is, they know that you're not messing around and that you actually left. And the Four of Cups is they know that you are out here trying your best to really get to know them on a deeper level. The Seven of Swords, though, is that they were acting like they didn't have common sense. Let's say that. But see, now they want you now. Now they want to, if I could just try to win you back. But the Knight of Pentacles is, but you're already too far gone. You're done. You're already off to someplace else because they couldn't control themselves so much. They had to do this, right? They had to act like they didn't have any kind of common sense, so much so that you Capricorns is like, you know what, this is too wild for me. This is too rich for my blood. I can't hang around this, you know. And I'm glad that a lot of you Capricorns have really decided to take that type of approach, because if you ask me, there's many different approaches that you could take, but that's the absolute best approach. I say take the Johnny Depp approach all the time. And what I mean when I say take the Johnny Depp approach is be kind, courteous, respectful as much as you possibly can, and remain calm as much as you can. If a person is out here wilding out and they doing this, pay attention to them, because what you start to see. Let's clarify the strength for you Capricorns. What this is that they are out here. You really start to see, once you maintain your decency, you really start to see that a lot of people are out here doing too much, doing way too much. They're trying to get people to be jealous or pressed or whatever you want to call it, and they're just really out here doing the most that doesn't even make any sense. So so to clarify the strength, you have the Judgment, okay, the Empress, the Three of Wands. So yeah, so to clarify the strength. So yeah, so this is about how, again, you putting an end to the relationship is what they needed to be snapped back down to reality, because the Empress, they thought that they was on this high horse. They thought that they was so much better than you, and that they could walk away from you from any time that they want. But you're showing you prove them wrong by you actually doing the walking away, because you are actually serious. And then now they have this mentality of, what are they going to say to you in order to get you back? And there's nothing that they can say to get you back. That's it. That's the reading. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address in which you can reach me is Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, or you can visit my website. The link to my website, which you can pay on my website as well, and my services are all on my website. You can go to my website, pay there, and also leave me a message when you drop down to the bottom of the page, so that I can know that it's you. Or you can go directly to my email, as well as make sure to purchase my book on Amazon. The link to my book on Amazon will be in the description, also in the pinned comment post below. Peace. Thank you.